Well, hello and welcome back to Iowa Gold Prospectors. Today, I'm running out to a creek that I got a permission on this spring. Now, earlier this spring, I was out at this location, but the water was up, and I was never able to test the location. This area is a little bit further north from where I'm at. I had to work today, so I'm halfway there. I get out to the creek and do some test pans. I'll bring you back. Hopefully there's gold there. So the riverbed used to run where the green grass is right now. Granted, that's just the sandbar right now, but the main channel used to run there. And this was higher ground. Kind of center of the screen there where the other inside bend starts is where I'm gonna start working. Way up there, center of the screen, there's a rock, big chunk of bedrock, and there's a creek that dumps out right there. That's where I'm gonna stop and check out, and I'm gonna check out the starting of the inside bend. All right, so I made it down to the creek. It's not a creek, it's a semi-dried up river. And did one test pan downstream about 50 yards, 75 yards on the other side of the river, the starting of an inside bend. Had some gravels, not a lot. Panned it down, had very little black sand, and I had about 3 micro dots of gold. With these shades on, I could barely see them. Moved upstream. This is the area that I seen on Google Earth. And first test pan, a little bit more black sand, some garnet chips. I found one tiny little piece. I'm doing another pan now, and you know, hopefully something's a little bit better. I'm kind of on an outside bend, but I got this this whole area of rock here. It doesn't matter if you're on the inside bend or the outside bend. You got to check both areas if you have good cobbles. Further upstream, there's a creek that dumps out, and I was thinking it was right here where these cobbles were at, but I don't know where it's at. I think it's upstream a little bit further. If I don't find any gold here, I at least want to walk up to where that creek dumps in, check that out, because that creek is really deep down into the substrate, about a quarter of a mile back up at the road. If I find gold, I'll bring you back. Hopefully I find some gold here. Otherwise, I'm just out for the exercise. And it It has some size to it. I'm used to the micro shit. But I'm gonna keep on working this area. Maybe I'll move higher up on the bank and see if maybe the flood gold gets better. I don't know how I missed it, but there were 2 pieces in there. And that has some size to it. I know it's small, but I'm used to getting much smaller than that. That's why I always try to pan twice before I throw what's in the pan out. All right, so I've done probably 10 more pans. When I first got here, I did 1 pan, took 1 scoop behind this big rock, and I took 1 scoop a little bit further back. Almost kind of wishing I didn't do that. In that pan, I had 2 nice flakes and a few tiny little micro dots. Now since then, I did another pan right behind that rock. Didn't really find anything. Did another pan about right there. Really didn't find anything. Pan there, didn't find nothing. I might have found a micro dot in one of these other pans, but I want to find those bigger pieces of fly poop like what I had in the first pan. Moved up here, and I'm digging down and I'm getting this red material, and it's so bright out here I can't. There we go. I'm getting that red material. Now this river right now is going kind of diagonally east-west. 160 years ago, the river crossed right here. The river went straight across and hit that bank and then angled downstream. So what I'm digging into right now, them red gravels or that red sandy looking crap, that rusty stuff, I believe this is the old river bottom, and I'm digging into older gravels. Now I'm gonna do a pan right there, see if that holds anything. I might move up to this big rock right here, and let's see if the water used to go this direction. Maybe I should dig on the somewhat of a back corner of this big rock. Now granted, this big rock probably either came out of the bank. It's been a long time since this big rock has moved. I don't even know. This rock probably has been eroded around it. It probably hasn't moved in 1,000 years. Now the last time I dug rusty material, I did pretty good, but that was in a different location, and that rusty material is sitting right on clay. I got kind of broken up clay in the pan, so I'm hoping to do pretty good. But otherwise, maybe what I need to do is to find where the line of gold is. I need to go to my last location, and I need to work in a line either up the bank or out into the waterway. And you go until you find good color, and then hit side to side. All right, so I've done a few pans over there, and I'm getting ready to leave. I better go get my shovel. I've only done a few pans here. Will I come back? Yeah, most likely. That's my gold for just probably 6-8 pans. And I'll come back because there seems to be bigger gold in here, which that's kind of what I'm on a hunt for this summer. I want to find an area that I can find consistently bigger gold. All right, so I'm heading back to the car. When I seen this rock, I thought I'd talk about it for a minute. So this is slate, and I'm thinking that this slate is probably coming out of the creek that dumps into this river further upstream. That creek is really deep in the substrate, and maybe when I leave here, I'll run up by it and stop and take a little video. I do know that creek is flowing out on bedrock. I investigated it a little bit this spring, but I've always done really good if I can dig down to a point where I can find slate, especially if you dig down deep and the slate is standing up. If you got multiple pieces of slate standing up, pull that slate out and work it, especially if you're suction dredging. But it'll be neat to find out where that slate is coming from. Is it coming out of the bank somewhere further upstream, or is it coming from that creek where I think it's coming from? All right, thanks for watching. That's just a little short video today. I needed to come up and check out this permission. This is a permission I got from a guy from work. His family farms the far side, and I need to actually go back in and figure out how much of this creek, there's not a creek, need to figure out how much of this river I have permission on. I believe it's about a half mile, but it pays to know what you have permission on and what you don't. You don't want to trespass. Thanks for watching. If you want to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Until next time, I'll see you in the creek. Okay. Filtering the sand out. If you ever walk in the creeks or the rivers and you find these clams, mussels or whatever they are, and they're partially out of the water, and the water's going down in the level, pick them up, out to the deeper part of the river. Some of these guys are endangered.